The hills around Wrenstone were quiet that autumn, too quiet for a moor that old. Locals said the animals had fled weeks ago. No crows, no foxes, not even the rats. When night fell, you could hear the gorse bushes hum, a low vibration that traveled through the ground. They said that's when it came out. Tom Avery didn't believe in local tales. He'd worked the moors his whole life, repairing fences and tracking sheep across rough ground. But when he found his dog skinned clean near the peat bog, something inside him twisted. No footprints, no blood trail, just silence. He reported it to Constable Hale, who barely looked up from his tea. "You want my advice?" Hale muttered. "Stay off the moor after dark. The ground's not right out there. Never has been." That night, Tom didn't listen. He took his lantern and rifle and followed the ridge trail, wind cutting through the grass like whispers. The moon hung red, caught behind streaks of cloud, and somewhere far ahead, something was moving. At first he thought it was a man, tall, hunched, slow. But as his lantern's light reached it, the thing froze. Its skin shimmered. Not fur, not scales, something in between, wet and slick. It turned its head and Tom saw its face, or what passed for one. No eyes. Just slits that exhaled steam. Its mouth opened too wide, revealing rows of teeth that didn't end. He fired. The shot echoed, but the creature didn't drop. It screamed, an awful layered sound that rattled inside his skull, and vanished into the heather. He ran back toward town, stumbling over stone and root. But the sound followed. The scrape of claws through soil, the breathing right behind him. He burst into his cottage, bolted the door, and tried to steady his shaking hands. The air inside smelled wrong. Damp, not earthen. Then came the tapping, from beneath the floorboards. Every thud moved closer to the living room. Tom grabbed his lantern and crouched low. The boards bulged. When one cracked, a grey hand pushed through, long fingers tipped with glassy claws. He swung the lantern hard, smashing it across the wood. Fire flared, lighting the room in frantic orange. The thing erupted from the floor. Taller than any man, bones bent under its own flesh, it moved like liquid in a human shape. Faces surfaced across its skin, human faces. Familiar ones, Hale. His dog, even his wife, dead for 6 years. "Marquez it quiet," it rasped. Tom ran for the back door. Flames were spreading, smoke thick, but he didn't stop until he reached the old well behind the cottage. He heard it behind him, dragging itself through the burning wreck like nothing could hurt it. He grabbed his rifle, aimed, fired again. The creature didn't flinch. It only tilted its head. When it spoke, it used his voice. "You called it up," it said. "Your ground, your blood. You kept feeding it." The earth beneath his boots began to heave. He stumbled as the soil cracked open, revealing more shapes writhing below. Half-born things with no faces yet, all whispering his name in a single, wet heartbeat. He threw himself into the well. For a moment, he thought the darkness would save him. Then deep below the surface, something caught his leg and pulled him under. When the villagers came looking 2 days later, all they found was the burned-out cottage and claw marks leading to the well. Hale's cap lay nearby, soaked in a dark, black-green ooze that smelled like rust and seaweed. No one drew water from that well again. Some nights, when the mist covers the moor, the ground still hums beneath the gorse. Anyone who's brave or foolish enough to listen closely can hear a voice rise from deep below. It sounds like someone trapped under miles of earth whispering for help. The villagers know better now. They don't go looking after dark, because everyone who does comes back changed, if they come back at all.